everybody. I'm Danny. I'm the feature. I'm doing poems from my new book, Growth, and I'm excited about it. You can order from the internet, yeah, from my website, Strack.com. I've got this friend I'm kind of worried about. He thinks he's turning to dust. And since our bodies replace each living cell every 7 years or so, it's true. We all shed our past selves through this cycle, but I don't think that's what he was talking about. My friend feels his life unraveling. So he's trying to keep up, to knit himself a new self from the frayed, wet yarn on the other side, and he's looking for a reason to keep crocheting, but he does like to pretend he's dancing every time he sits down. If we could just get him out of that chair, he'd have serious star potential, but mostly he's just floating in space. So he says he doesn't feel anything at all. And then I catch him crying over TV shows, like if a child dies. But he thinks he's being manipulated by the writers into feeling these emotions. And the music, the sweeping arc of the violins up through the surround sound, he notices the use of psychology and other persuasive techniques. My friend is good at arguing. He says he doesn't trust anyone but himself, and he's not sure he trusts himself. He thinks everyone he meets is a carnival game that seems like fun until he realizes he's the one being played. He says every word he speaks is a chance disappearing. Every picture his eyes snap is unique. Every moment a moth made of light. Our minds are lint trap butterfly nets. We swing them at the moth moments, and the light passes through our mind nets, and we hardly catch glimpses. Our finger strings barely scratch the passing wind. Our mind nets are laced with nothing but the dust of light moth wings. We pull off sheets and call them memories. I say that sounds beautiful and magical, but he's good at arguing with himself, uses psychiatry and other persuasive techniques. He twists it around. He says it's tragic. He wants to cry, but he won't, because he says he's being manipulated into feeling these emotions by this whole contrived planet and destiny, the endless barrage of people and situations flooding him out through doorways, onto streets and directions he never would have otherwise chosen. All the while, one by one and two by two, brain cells blink out like blown light bulbs in a scoreboard counting down. Dead cells pushed into the bloodstream of consciousness, you shed them daily. And one by one and two by two, the earth replaces each of ourselves every 70 years or so. We pass out and turn to powder. My friend says we pass through this world like moths made of light, and all we can ever leave behind is the sparkling dust from our wings.